There's been a lot of bees buzzing around Bitcoin over the last few weeks, and you may be wondering, should you start accepting Bitcoin for your brand and business? I've always wondered, how do you even get started in this game? Well, in this video, I'm gonna give you guys my take on why you should start accepting Bitcoin and show you how you can start accepting over 300 plus cryptocurrencies that are currently on the market. Now, as a huge disclaimer, what I'm about to tell you is not investment advice, but my personal opinion. So you should always consider consulting your CPA or tax attorney before putting any money into any investment or risky asset. All right, now for those of you who don't know what Bitcoin is or how it works, let's break it down into a super simple way for you to understand. Bitcoin is a type of digital currency in which a record of transactions is maintained and new units of currency are generated by computational solution of mathematical problems and which operate independently of a central bank. So, unlike the US dollar, which is run by a central bank that dictates how often the money is printed, with Bitcoin, there's only a certain number of coins that are created, and the user of those coins can decide the value based on the trades and transactions. Now, no, for real guys, all jokes aside, this isn't a video explaining to you guys how cryptocurrency, the technology, or the mechanics of it works. This isn't that video, but there is a video that's pretty cool, and I highly recommend that you guys watch. Linus and this team over at LMG created it, and they show you how Bitcoin actually functions, so you can know all the technology and the mechanics that go behind it. So now you may be wondering, why should you start accepting Bitcoin? Now, for one, some of the biggest brands in the world have adopted this currency to pay for products and services. Brands such as PayPal, Stripe, and most recently Tesla have publicly stated their investment and the support for Bitcoin. And payment providers such as PayPal and Cash App have made it even easier for everyday people like you and I to start buying Bitcoin. And if you're a subscriber to this channel, you know that a platform that we use to sell products is Shopify. And Shopify, since 2018, has allowed the use of Bitcoin in exchange of your products and services. So the ability to easily buy and sell Bitcoin today, in addition to the market acceptance of large brands and businesses, gives credibility to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a method of payment and gives everyone, including yourself, a new way to start making money. So right now what I want to do is show you guys how you can start accepting Bitcoin and over 300 other cryptocurrencies through Shopify. And if you guys haven't already established your Shopify store, make sure you get started with the free 14-day trial that's located right down below. And let's jump into this little mini tutorial to show you guys how this thing works. So right now we're in the back end of our streetwearapparel.com, our e-commerce store where we sell quality face masks and custom wholesale garments. So if you're a new visitor looking for a way to support this channel, be sure to check out the site down below and also be sure to hit that like button as it's free for you. It helps us grow. Now that you have your Shopify account set up, the first thing you're going to need to do is to create an account with either one of these crypto payment processors. There's Coinbase Commerce, BitPay, GoCoin, or CoinPayments.net. For the purpose of this video, I will show you how the process for Coinbase Commerce works. However, all four of these have a similar sign-up process, and there are pros and cons to each one, guys. If you think I should make a video comparing each one of these, leave a comment down below. Now, once you create an account and finish registration, the next thing you'll receive is an API key. You will then head back to your Shopify and under the payment provider settings, scroll down to alternative payments. Go ahead and search Coinbase Commerce and insert your email you used to create the account and that API key that you received. Once that's complete, you select Activate Coinbase Commerce and you are all done. Pretty straightforward, right? Now you're able to receive Bitcoin and other altcoins when selling your products. Now, I highly suggest that you guys read up on each of these payment providers that we talked about so you can make a decision on which one works best for your site. The catch is they're all free, but each one differs in what coins they can accept and the fees they charge to accept those coins. So it's important that you guys read up on that. Now, one thing to consider when receiving crypto payments is that you have the ability to hold on to the coin or transfer it immediately and create cash money off of it. Again, I'm not a CPA, but what this means is that you have the ability to claim it as a loss if the price of the coin drops below the price that you got it at, or a profit if it rises above that. Now, this is actually something that Tesla explained in their filing with the SEC when they announced that they would be investing $1.5 billion into Bitcoin. Having the ability to do such a thing can be a win-win if you need to report a loss or if you need to inject the cash back into the business for operations and growth. Now, do you feel like you've missed out on the Bitcoin ride to the moon? I know I was beating myself up when a neighbor told me about Bitcoin 10 years ago. He actually offered to buy me some as he had access to people who sold it online. And back then it was a crazy system because it wasn't that easy to actually purchase or to mine or to get a hold of it. And I didn't understand how it worked or how it would actually grow into something in the future. But he told me, dude, this is the most secure investment you could ever make. We can go 50-50 on it. You give me the $1,000, I'll make sure that we buy it and then we keep it. And within a few years, it'll be worth millions of dollars. I laughed at him and I said, good luck, man. That $1,000 investment today would have been worth $288 million. I wouldn't be making this YouTube video if I had $288 million. But coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? But what I'm trying to say here, guys, is don't just buy into it because of fear of missing out. Trust me, I had a chance to buy it again a few years after when it was valued at a couple $100. And then again when it was valued at around $5,000. At the time of this video, Bitcoin is trading at around $45,000 and people are speculating it can go as high as $500,000 if the right investment firms begin to expand their portfolio into it. Again, this is all speculation, guys. So the best thing you can do as a business owner is to begin to accept it, market that you accept it, and gain some notoriety as a brand who is a first to the game. And if you decide to keep the Bitcoin instead of cash out, who knows what it can be worth 5 years from now? Only time will tell. But regardless of what happens with Bitcoin, the only true thing that you can control is the way that you adapt to the times that continue to change. As always, continue to grow on a personal level and your business will go to the moon. I'll see you guys on the next one.